From a recruiting standpoint, what was OP like for you?
What was OP like?
What was OP like for me?
OP is a very unique and special time for incoming students.
Unbelievable.
Lively.
In one word.
Hustle.
It's tough to break it down to one word.
The way that I would describe OP is intense.
Intense.
Intense. Intense.
It's unique to everyone.
I would say fast-paced. Does that work as two words?
So OP happens at a time when people are transitioning out of work mode and getting into school mode.
I call it intense because there was a lot of commotion. It was organized chaos.
You're coming off a high of getting to business school, right? And now you're switching gears immediately to recruiting.
And you haven't even started your first day of business school yet.
Every minute that you're out there, you're preparing very intensely, trying to figure out how best to present yourself.
I think there's a lot of talent that's there. Naturally, companies want to get the people who are at the top of their list.
Did you feel as if you were being competed for by companies?
Absolutely, yes.
Companies were reaching out to me before, during the process, and even afterwards. I just felt like they really valued me as a potential employee with their company.
How many employers contacted me before OP?
I would say about 10 to 15.
5 companies.
7 or 8 companies.
Between 5 and 10 companies.
I interviewed with about 6, and I interacted with probably double that, so about 12.
I would say around 12.
I distinctly remember getting numerous phone calls, receiving multiple emails.
So I gave a lot of time and effort into kind of exploring these companies and seeing what opportunities lie with them.
You will wake up early, you'll go to bed late, and you have to be on at all times.
Phone screens and the interviews.
Steak dinners, wine, fancy hotels.
Regular networking sessions.
Special breakfasts, special lunches. You're trying to stay on top of your emails because you have recruiters contacting you to try to schedule interviews.
Wow, I'm kind of stressed, but at the same time, like, this is just such a fantastic opportunity that I want to make the most of it.
Incredibly, incredibly valuable. I know it's a lot of work.
The idea that you could secure an internship prior to starting school is very exciting, but it's also overwhelming.
The stress was welcome, but it definitely was not without anxiety.
What companies need to understand, those that are successful because they have learned how to engage students and fully immerse them in their organization.
What made some companies stand out?
What made some companies stand out more than others?
The fact that some of the companies had started to reach out to me before OP. It was a great opportunity for me to start doing my research, to start trying to prepare.
Showing that they were serious about diversity.
When they sent their best talent there to represent their company. So I could tell just talking to other talent that could relate to me.
The companies that have the personal touch.
Did they want to get to know me as an individual in addition to what I could bring to the table?
It was important to me to see what their follow-up was, right? So if I had a second interview or a third interview, what was the timeline when a recruiter would get back to me? What kind of feedback would I get? Was it purely transactional, or was it a relationship that they were trying to establish?
The things that stick out the most are the personal connections that I had with people.
As companies can bring back alumni from consortium schools, it's great because then we get to see folks who were in our shoes when they were starting business school, and we can see where we might be in a few years.
To be within that network, tap into it, leverage it, find colleagues, find friends, find future business partners is such a special thing.